Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nerd Collision. I'm Eddie, that's Ray, and that's Brandon. And today we're going to be giving our spoiler review of Harley Quinn Season 3, Episodes 1, 2, and 3. Now, once again, this is going to be our spoiler review. So if you have not been able to watch these episodes of Harley Quinn, that's okay. Pause this video, go ahead and watch the episodes, and come right back over here to hear our recap and review. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. And this recap is actually being brought to us by the Cinemaholic. And we're starting here with episode 1. Now, episode 1 is titled Harl Ivy, a reference to the newly minted celebrity couple name for Harley and Ivy. Begins with the two protagonists celebrating their 2 weeks together at the Fortress of Solitude. These 2 weeks are covered in the comic Harley Quinn, the animated series, The Eat, Bang, Kill. When Superman is informed about their presence in the fortress, the girls are forced to leave on the invisible jet, which they have stolen from Wonder Woman. However, there is trouble in paradise for Harley and Ivy. They have left a long trail of violence, death, and destruction in their wake, which has made Ivy wary. Harley takes to Iden, where Ivy unsuccessfully tried terraforming the Earth with prehistoric plants. They briefly return to Gotham to free Clayface and King Shark from Arkham and run into Amanda Waller, whom Harley kidnaps. However, Waller later escapes when Plastique, a member of the B team of the Suicide Squad, attacks. Although Plastique is killed, Iden is entirely destroyed in the process. Meanwhile, Gordon has decided to run for the mayoral office, with Two-Face serving as his campaign manager. Two-Face keeps true to his name when he switches sides, but then the sitting mayor is killed, and Two-Face switches back to Gordon's corner. And that's where we end the first episode of Harley Quinn. I really enjoyed this first episode. This series is so funny. I love all the commentary regarding those two. And I honestly, I love Harley and Poison Ivy together. I think they're such a great couple. But what did you guys think of this first episode?
I really enjoyed it. The whole Eat Bang Kill tour. I love that idea. I love that they were like just casually in the Fortress of Solitude, enjoying their honeymoon. Also, with the invisible jet, don't even know how they even got that. It was just a whole funny thing. I love seeing Harley. I love that they're being showcased.
Yeah.
I like I said, this is when I say like Marvel's doing like the bare minimum as far as representation goes. This is what I mean. You actually seeing Holly and Ivy be a couple, kiss, and I mean it's rated R, but you still get to see them be like a couple and everything. That's what I'm more for Marvel. But this is a great start to the season. I expect there's going to be a whole lot more, shenanigans and everything. And even though on top of like rated R stuff, you do see how much they. I think they did a good job of translating that from the comics to the show, how much they care for each other, and that was displayed greatly. Um, this portrayal of Commissioner Gordon is probably the funniest I've ever seen from like any variation. It's just like he's always been like this as far as the show goes, just like this person you just kind of feel bad for, like, oh, you God has just wore you down so much. And it's so funny that his campaign manager is Two-Face, and no one bats an eye. Like, he a part of the group that tried to take over Gotham, like the last season. Like, but great, great first episode.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Britt just joined the call as well. And Britt, we're just going over the first episode of Harley Quinn Season 3 right now.
I have not seen any of it, but I want y'all to tell me about it. So I'll catch up on episode 4. So I just want to know everything.
All right. All right. Sounds good. Brandon?
Uncle Johnny made my dress that cheap spandex. She looks a mess. Oh God, I don't know where that came from. Um, I love the episode. It was fantastic. It was so great seeing them be lesbians and dykes for longer than 60 seconds because Lord knows lesbians don't last that long in real life. But besides that, I thought that was fantastic to see. I don't know why they called it the what was it? The kill bang.
Kill
Uh,
bang.
Yep,
It was
that's it. The eat,
yeah,
bang,
right
kill.
in the
bang
gay
kill.
eat bang kill tour. So yeah, for our straight heterosexual audience in the gay world, we call that cruising. Um, but besides that, um, what?
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Okay, so I just felt like that they could have abbreviated that. I mean, in hindsight, it is funny, but they could have just said that. We would have just bent the wrist and understood. But besides that, the thing with the Gordon, one thing that tickled me was the little rats being killed like Bruce Wayne. And I was just like, what the hell is going on here? That was one thing in particular. And he was like, the little mouse was screaming into the rain. I thought that was so cute. But, um, and then the
Wait,
way the
Marvel
mayor
was
died,
It was just this unnecessary scene that it was just there for the sake of being there, but it was funny as hell.
Yes.
So, because you haven't seen the episode, Brett, when this has happened because the commissioner was talking to the mayor because they run against each other. Two place. So Gordon, that he's gonna switch sides to the mayor. The mayor threw him. I'm going like a badge, people wear. He threw it out the window, and just like this chain reaction, uh,
hit a squirrel. The
hit
squirrel
a
hit the
squirrel,
guy.
hit a
The
man.
guy fell into a vat of acid. Hmm
A bus came out of
And
nowhere.
then for some reason there was a child driving a bus. It was very
Yes.
confusing.
Gotham is
But it's
wild.
Gotham, so just
Yeah.
take it and
Well,
just
remind me to never go to Gotham, New York. My God, that is just ghetto. Um,
y'all just said a mouse was screaming, and I'm like, who is it? Five
because
of
the mouse
this
parents was
movie?
running
What
about
the
a
mouse
bus,
is
and
here?
it could have
it
been.
was
It could have
set
been
up.
one of five the
It
descendants.
was set up the same way Bruce lost his parents, but like they were ran over by the bus,
Yes.
and yeah,
Yes, this little
Frozen
mouse's parents was
everything.
random, and for some reason the mouse had a butler carrying an umbrella, I think, and they were wearing clothes. It was very strange. It wasn't the real Bruce Wayne or anything like that. It was just like a parody of them,
Yeah.
uh,
and the mouse like squeaked into like the air when his parents passed. It was quite sad. But that being said, the Canadian villain, I was like, girl, who is this? I don't know who this is, girl. Like, sometimes I feel like DC be making this shit up. But I was like, okay, Moose Knuckle is here to destroy Iden, whatever. And first of all, Poison Ivy girl, you could have just put that bitch in knots from the jump. You waited until she destroyed one of your special plans to do
Right.
that. You are holding back. The Poison Ivy I know, the one from Arkham Knight, that's a bad bitch. She died, and secretly I feel like she's alive because in the comics, when Poison Ivy dies, she could resurrect herself. But besides that, um, Harley Quinn, girl, listen, I was with you. I was with you for a long time, and I support you being a lesbian. I really do. But I liked when you were filled with rage and anger, and you did bad all by yourself. It was nice. It doesn't feel like I don't know. I don't know if it's me, but it just doesn't feel like a Harley Quinn show anymore. The reason why I love this show so much is because she was doing her own thing with the help of her friends, and now I feel like it's become the Harley and Ivy show. And if that was a spinoff, I wouldn't mind it, but the show is still called Harley Quinn. And kill the Joker off or do something, girl. Like I don't know. It's not that I hate Poison Ivy. I just don't. I mean, I guess they just want to show the relationship dynamic. I have no problem with that. But I'm just like, girl, I don't want to see like Sonny and Cher takes the world. Like I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. And yeah, it is what it is. And Gordon is a goddamn idiot. My God, the Jim Gordon I know, that man, he had integrity. He had a brain. This man is a fucking dummy. He is a fucking dummy, fool. And the fact that Batgirl came from his loins is questionable. I will get a DNA test.
Well, I mean,
It's
Hey,
like a much
Jeffrey Wright, we
more.
love you.
What do you say, Brett?
I said, AKA Jeffrey Wright, we love you. Okay. I
Well, this version is like he's a much
Felix
more
hat.
exaggerated version of Commissioner Gordon, like so dependent on I think they took like that like his dependency or like his friendship with Batman and just like exaggerated it to like the like 100 degree. That's what we're seeing, which makes it all the more funny.
mhm.
When you look at the relationship between Commissioner and Batman, it just makes it that much more. At least to me, it makes it more funny.
Right, right. Alrighty, guys, fair enough. All right, so we'll go ahead and go on to episode 2, and this is a very short recap, but we'll go ahead and get right into it. Now, in episode 2, titled "There's No Ivy in Team," Ivy and Harley return to Gotham on the same bus as Nightwing. Later, the Bat family and Harley's crew get stuck in a deadly puzzle game created by the Riddler and discover that they must work together if they want to get out alive. Toward the end of the episode, Ivy's attempt to create the Iden serum goes horribly wrong and she ends up destroying their home. However, Frank mutates due to the exposure to the serum and now he can fly. Now, this episode, it was their take on Nightwing. It was so funny to me as someone who's like read a few of the Nightwing comic books. Because he does kind of sound like that whenever he's like doing his like inner dialogue, and the way that they did it was pretty comical to me. The fact that they did like a escape room type situation in this episode was pretty funny as well. But what did you guys think about episode 2?
Again, funny like the way they again Nightwing was just such an exaggeration, but again something you can little things you can pinpoint about his character and say that does. I mean, it definitely feels like Nightwing, but it's like a hilarious version. Yeah, and also to Brandon's point about this being Harley's show, like I love the we're seeing the relationship dynamic between Harley and Poison Ivy, but at the same time, it's not showing like that's perfect. I think they're like finding their own way within a relationship because what we saw in this episode is Ivy. She still struggles with doing stuff. What we see in episodes 2 and 3. Let me talk about that
Mhm.
later. It's her struggling to do things as a team, as opposed to by herself. Like she's always been independent. So I think that was like a nice dynamic. Like, on top of all the craziness and alreadiness, you see other aspects of the show too, and that was I think was important to me about when for Ivy's character in the show when to do things solo, when to do things together. Like she's still navigating that.
Right.
But again, funny episode. The whole escape room thing was funny. Um, Also, what we didn't talk about in episode 1, and that's also carried over, is we had a cameo with James Gunn, and that was funny. And how that is carrying over to this episode with Clayface because he wants to be an actor and everything. Just want to just point that out too. That was
Mhm.
funny. Um, but yeah, like it was funny seeing Harley's group and Batman's group come together and everything. But yeah, they're like the show is like hilarious. So another fun episode too. On top of you know Harley and Ivy trying to like find their way and through their relationship.
Right. All right. Sounds good. Yeah, I enjoyed that as well. All righty, and Brandon?
This show sounds interesting. I'm just mad I can't find nope on other means necessary. But the show sounds interesting.
Brett.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I'm just saying. But it sounds
Yes.
interesting.
Yes. It is. It's been very good so far. Can't complain. Is Brandon still with us? Did we lose Brandon?
Did we lose him?
Brandon.
Did we lose him through the fire?
He's listening to the Renaissance album right now. I know it. I know it. I know he is.
Okay, Brandon, I need you to cut. I know you love the album. But you got to. There we
There
go.
he is. There he is. We found him.
I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't doing that. Post Renaissance streaming out. What? Anyway,
Yes.
continuing. Okay, so this episode, this is the one where we got Clayface back in King Shark, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, they should have been in the premiere because my God, child, when I feel like they back into the scene, I was like, damn, something finally picked up. And I couldn't tell who that man in the chair was. Was that supposed to be James Gunn?
Yes, that was actually him. He's like doing like a cameo.
Hmm.
Okay, I wasn't paying attention when I watched the episode. I was just like, who's this white-haired man with frame glasses? And I was like, I know fairly little white man nowadays who direct and do that. And then I was like, oh, anyway, that being said, that wasn't me, everyone. Just saying. Um, that was interesting. But I feel like the the element which made me enjoy the show the first two seasons came back once they returned. I guess it was that dynamic of just having her and her friends around that made me like the show so much. And yeah, I don't and Nightwing, who's playing Nightwing?
Let me see here. I have to check real quick.
I can't remember because I made like they made like an announcement about it, but I can't remember who.
Pulling it up right now. Harvey, forgive my pronunciation, Guillen, Guillen.
Well, sir, you have a name. He did a great job, though. Did a great job. I was convinced. I was like, it gave me animated series vibe. Um,
Oh right.
I enjoyed that. And seeing, I believe that was Damien. But
Yeah.
Damien, I thought he was supposed to be serious and, an asshole, but he's just acting like a child with a Game Boy Color. Which is fine, I guess, But I enjoyed the episode. Like I said, I think it's the supporting cast that really makes the show for me.
Mm-hmm.
The comedy elements are there. It was well worth the wait. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes this year.
All right. Sounds good. All right, guys. So, with that being said, we'll go ahead and move into the third episode. And in episode 3, titled The 83rd Annual Billy Awards, Harley's crew moves into Catwoman's apartment. A cheeky reference is made to the entire fiasco where the DC executives reportedly forbade the series creators from depicting Batman performing oral sex on Catwoman. Harley and a reluctant Ivy attend the 83rd Annual Supervillains Awards after learning they had been nominated in the Best Couple category. There, they run into their respective exes, the Joker and Kite Man. Although Harley is extremely excited about the nomination, Ivy couldn't care less. She rather prefers to stay at the apartment and work on the serum with which she intends to terraform the planet. Harley reveals that she won the award for several years with the Joker. However, he kept all of the awards and even took one of his underlings instead of her one time. Seeing her enthusiasm, Ivy agrees to go. They discover that the Joker is the host, which is probably the case every year. They run into Kite Man. This is the first time Ivy and Kite Man are seeing each other since the doomed wedding. As always, Kite Man is relaxed, and it is revealed that he has a new girlfriend, Golden Glider. Harley and Ivy's biggest competition are the Riddler and the Clock King. Harley and Ivy ultimately win the award. However, by then, the girls have resolved their issues, at least temporarily, and left the building. As a result, the Joker gets to keep the award once more. Billy Bob Thornton and James Gunn voice a version of themselves in the third season of Harley Quinn. Gunn is directing the Thomas Wayne biopic, with Thornton portraying the protagonist. Clayface auditions for the film but doesn't get any role in front of the camera, but succeeds in convincing Gunn to hire him as his chair. He approaches Thornton disguised as Gunn and invites him to Catwoman's apartment. Although Thornton sees through the ruse, he realizes that Clayface is just another hungry actor and agrees to help him. But he is mauled to death by Catwoman's pet tiger, Princess. Afterward, Clayface disguises himself as Thornton, realizing that this is the role of a lifetime. And that's the end of episode 3. The Supervillain Awards was pretty fun to watch. I've actually never heard of Golden Glider. I don't know if she's a new character specifically for this show, or if she's appeared in other comics before, but I thought she was pretty interesting. I always love Kite Man. I think he is so funny. And this was just another fun episode. I'm really just enjoying the series so far. But what do you guys think?
I also really enjoyed this episode too. Golden Glider is a character. She has appeared on usually an episode of the Flash. She has appeared on the Flash like early on the Flash TV show. She has appeared
Okay.
on that. I've
Why?
read in a few comics. In the show, in the Flash show, they made her Iceman or Coldman sister or something. I don't think they relate in the actual comic though, but she is a
Mhm.
character, and that's another thing I love about this show. They take characters that you normally don't know about and put them like in the spotlight. Because I had
Mhm.
no idea who the Clock King was, and I like as soon as I was for the episode, I looked him up, and he's been it's more like a mantle. At least 3 different people have been that character named the Clock King, but he's like a swift villain.
Mhm.
So I like how we're like I love how the show introduces us to like other characters. Also, the dig that they had Catwoman make at the beginning of the episode was just genius. Um, I love how they're not afraid to just throw the middle finger. It was just so funny.
Mhm.
And we see her with Batman. She just like she's not she's so over it. But that was fun. The whole villain award thing was cute. Like I said, see how it's like super villains vying for like awards for super villainy is funny. How Clockman and Clock King and Riddler are a couple, and they had to try to grease the wheels so to like get the vote. And we see Harley struggling with this because again she's won the war before with Joker, but she never really got the recognition. And it shows, at least again, that's me overanalyzing, the need for validation. Like she didn't get that in relationship with Joker, but even though at the end of the episode she does say that was a bad relationship, that she come to
Right.
terms with that. Her relationship with Ivy is so much more different and positive. So just have like that realization. Her aha moment was just cute, and this whole episode was cute. Now when Ivy was talking to Golden Glider, I was wondering if she had like if she still had feelings for Glider or sorry, not Glider, Kite Man or not. But it's more so she just came to realization that what they had was good. It didn't work out, and she had something new. And again, just her navigating how to be in a relationship with Harley and seeing them go through that. But again, another fun episode. I love again the little, Selena a speech when she got the award. I was here for it, and maybe someone can go more detail about it, but it was funny as hell. And Sanaya Lathan is doing the voice of Catwoman. She's doing an amazing job.
Hmm.
Obviously, you can see her in more episodes, but I enjoyed it.
Same, same. Love that speech.
So, my first question: why does the lady who bit Beyonce get to play Catwoman?
All right. All right. Okay. All right. All right. So we're doing that right now. Okay.
Questions that need answers. She did
Yep.
it. She did it. We know this. This is public knowledge, and it needs to be addressed. Now, that's the real comic relief of this episode. But besides that,
Yes.
Harley and Ivy, damn, those I don't know who's drawing those costumes up, but they know how to make them look caught. Okay, they were looking caught. They were giving track 15 off an album I'm not promoting because we're not getting paid for it. But point is, they look great. It was given me and my girlfriends came out to play,
Yes.
and I loved it.
Hey, hey,
Um, and let's
hey,
and let's entertain another idea. Bane and Kite Man. Why can't that be a thing?
I ship it.
I would be here for it.
Yeah. The chemistry's there. The chemistry's
It's
there.
there.
Yeah.
It's there. Golden Glider. No one cares about that bitch. Um, I mean, honestly, let's just be real. Um, God bless the actress played her in the Flash. Is she still alive? Dead? I don't know. Don't care. Not watching to find out. But what I will tell you is that she's unnecessary to the plot. But besides that, this episode was funny. The backup dancers, as Harley did say, they could dance, and they looked exactly like her. That was kind of messy of the Joker to do.
Yes.
But I mean, do we expect anything less from him? I mean, come on, girls. He's a clown. But yeah, and also Billy Bob Thornton, bitch. I'm not even gonna finish what I was gonna say out
The
of
check clear.
respect.
The check clear. Easy, I'm there.
That's right.
Uh, um, so many HBO Max shows. But besides that, mm, I'm trying not to say anything.
Okay.
The cat needs to be put down. Someone put down the cat. Just out of control, just ruining everything. Um, and that mall, someone needs to spruce that bitch up.
Yeah.
Y'all can't hire a damn maid or something. Now I know, with all that money y'all been stealing and using Wonder Woman's invisible jet, y'all can afford at least like a maid or two. Y'all not broke. But it was fun seeing Ivy do her little scientist thing, her being Dr. Pamela Isley. Okay, I was here for that. I was like, yes, let's remind the girls that she does have a PhD. She is a doctor. Um, and this is what she do. Um, the episode was cute. I don't know where we're going, to be honest with you, but I just expect a lot of lesbian fury,
Yeah.
drama, and apparently, according to the showrunner, they're never breaking up. And I kind of wanted them to, even if it's just for a little bit, so that they can have their, Grease moment and sing into, the darkness, and then do like a little montage at the end. But it's fine.
Yeah.
I love them either way. And Clayface, now that's a queen through and through. Well,
Yes.
actually, at first I was gonna say King Shark is a faggot, but honestly, everyone on Harley's team is a faggot. Bitch. Let's just be real. Everyone on our team is a faggot. That man with the tiny brain doesn't count because he got bopped, so it's fine. Um, so yeah, Harley Quinn streaming now.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah. On the
On
HBO
WB
Max.
Discovery. I mean
Oh.
HBO.
Oh man.
You Snyderverse fans are delusional, and let me
Uh-oh.
tell you
Uh-oh.
why.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right.
That's not a quote from me. That's not a quote from me. I'm not. Listen, bots, as Warner Brothers said. Listen, I'm not picking sides. And to the person who said that, you need conditioner. All right, Eddie, go ahead.
Okay, guys, with that being said, before we wrap up our review of episodes 1, 2, 3 of season 3 of Harley Quinn, do we have any final thoughts or expectations for what we're going to see next?
Hopefully, no more porn parodies. Jesus Christ, that was awful to watch. Just saying.
Like Brandon said, like lesbian fury unapologetically. Also, I wouldn't mind seeing more obscure characters. Like I said, I think this is a really good show for like to introduce people to characters who may not be so well known, and just have them just be zany and fun. More of it, please. Yeah, I'm all for it.
Yes, like Mustard Brother and who else? Oh yes, Coat Hanger Man. There's also Lady Kitten Heel. There's a bunch of DC villains and heroes alike that the world just doesn't know about. There's also Poster Dude. No one knows about Poster Dude. Yeah.
Bring them on. We'd love to see them.
Or the Incredible Carpet Cleaner.
Oh God!
Hello.
That's a person. You know what? Never mind.
That is a person. That is a person, Britt.
I'm not. Mm-mm.
All right.
Trusty sidekicks with.
I need to plead with WB right quick. Now look, I know you think, Black Superman and Namor 1 can save WB. It ain't gonna happen. I'm sorry to say, I don't know what you're doing with the Flash. You're replacing Michael with Ben. Okay. I still don't understand what that's about and why. But I just need y'all to abandon all those movies and just do Injustice. Just say, Henry, have we got a story plot for you? He'll come back. Y'all just do Injustice. Just be done with this bullshit. You tried, and you fucked with that, and now you have failed in every sense of the word. Now Discovery has to bail your asses out. So whoever the head of Discovery is, I need for you to you know what? I hope that you find your Kevin Feige that you're looking for. It could literally be us, but I hope you find the Kevin Feige that you're looking for. And the end, do better.
Oh my gosh. Well, with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this Harley Quinn review of season 3, episodes 1, 2, and 3. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let us know what you guys thought about this episode. Also, please remember to follow Nerd Collision on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. But once again, I'm Eddie. That's Ray. That's Brandon. That's Britt. We are Nerd Collision, and we'll see you guys here next time. Bye, everyone.